So how do you get things done? We all have lots of tasks in front of us, and so we need ways to process and to get things accomplished. Now, there are all sorts of methods out there. I've tried many of them, but the one that I've been using most recently and most effectively for me is getting things done. It's the method by David Allen. Some of you may be familiar with GTD, but what I like best about it is the recognition that we are bombarded with lots of inputs, new ideas that come our way, phone calls that need to be made, errands that need to be run, an overflowing inbox of emails, projects that need to be completed, and that list could go on and on. But with all those inputs, what GTD suggests is that there are three things that you can do with them. The first is to do it, the second is to delegate it, and then the third is to defer it. Do it and delegate it seem to make pretty good sense to you, but what I really like best is the idea of deferring it and the organization that comes with that in GTD. What GTD suggests is that you organize each input or task in a context. And so what I do is lump all of my phone calls together. I lump all of the things that I've got to do in front of the computer together. I lump all of the meetings with other people together. I lump things that can only be done at home together, or things that can only be done in the office, or errands to run, and that list goes on like that. It allows me to take care of what I can in its appropriate context. That works for me personally. But what about the church? How does the church get things done? Well, I think it's that idea of context that can be helpful here as well. We have the context of our elders, those shepherds and overseers who take care of the spiritual matters of the church. There's that context of the diaconate, the servant leaders who care for our community and our congregation. There's the context of all those ministry leaders who do hands-on leadership in a variety of ministries within our strategies of discover and worship and connect and serve. And the ministries that support those, things like finance and property and stewardship and communications. Those are people like our children's Sunday school teachers and youth sponsors and senior adult ministry coordinators and the servers at fellowship dinners and the people who do congregational care ministries like the birthday card ministries or prayer shawls or bereavement hospitality. We need all those contexts to do ministry. But the one context of our church's organization that has changed the most dramatically and to allow us to get things done most effectively is the church's board of directors. This context has been tasked with keeping the church focused on its mission, to do the big picture look at decisions about operations and strategies. This is the group that has to take all those different inputs that the church gets, ideas for new ministries, support of current ministries, staffing, changing needs of our neighborhood and of our members and guests, and then move them into the appropriate context to do ministry. And so to do all this, the board is undergoing some changes in structure and size and service term. Well, a new day is dawning for faithful leadership here at Northway, and this Sunday we're going to talk about what that means for you and me. I'll see you then.